Good morning, garden lovers. I hope you're well. Well, today we are going to do a garden tour. I've never done one before, but we are going to look at all the flowers in my garden. So starting with my courtyard here, we will start with this first one, which is the standard tree of Leonardo da Vinci. Beautiful pink blooms. And it's a very lovely shape. It's like a lollipop. Really good shape. And just covered in blooms. Not sparse, just all over. No fragrance to this rose, but this rose is very, very long lasting. This has been here for about a week. This is Leonardo da Vinci. Moving on to this rose here is Madame Perrier, a bourbon rose, an old rose, super fragrant. It's a short climber. Next to her is a rambler, which is called Perennial Blue. Not quite blue, but magenta, purple, lots and lots of buds. Bunches and bunches, and there's lots more to come. Being a rambler, it is only once flowering and quite good fragrance. I do really cut it back quite hard in autumn because I don't want to get it too big. That is a beautiful, beautiful mass of colour, masses. And then we have my jasmine and some ferns, because this is actually quite a shady area. And I don't mention this one at all. I don't think I've grown it very well. This is Laguna, Rose Laguna. I don't think I've fed this. So that is actually, there's one more I like to show you, which is just in like a pot. This little one here is called Joie de Vivre, also known as Garden of Roses. It's a very short rose. That is a Joie de Vivre. And then moving on, let me see, we could look at, actually maybe we'll look at this side first. Right, this is, we all know this one. This is Olivia Rose Austin, grown in a pot. It's been fabulous for the last few weeks, non-stop flowering. She's just having a little breather. This one here also needs no introduction. The flowers are very, very unique. It's a complex mix of oranges and yellows with the pinks. This one's last year's introduction, Emma Bridgewater. Look at that, very, very floriferous and actually very tall. She is growing in a pot and she is about 4 feet tall, and lots of buds to come. Healthy, clean foliage. And here we have a brand new one in this garden. This is Natalia by Fino Gino, my second Fino Gino rose. And I'm not super happy with this one. There you go, Natalia Fino Gino. There's some nice good growth on there. I do find the growth very, very lanky, but it's okay. I'm just going to hide this pipe with it. And this one here, also not mentioned. This one is a short climber called Sweet Syrie. Super fragrant. And I do highly recommend this as a replacement for Compassion. The colours are very much like Compassion, but I think this one has a much stronger fragrance and better behaved, and still very, very healthy. Look at the foliage, nice and glossy. Strong fragrance, like I said, but the only drawback is the flowers don't age very well. They do turn a little bit lose its form from the nice bud here. As you can see, that's a very loose form with brown edges on. Nothing a bit of deadheading can't sort out, but this is a lovely rose. Okay, now we swing you round to my white border. This is Pride and Prejudice, lovely rose. And then we have Litchfield Angel, which is always droopy. Let's have a look at you. A lovely David Austin rose, but very, very long canes, look, long and lanky. But I might have to dig it up and grow elsewhere. This one is one of David Austin's whites. This is Desdemona. Very floriferous and very early flowering. And it looks like we have the second flush coming very soon. You see the new growth on the canes. This one is a new in my garden this year, another bare root from Town Centrum. This is the Lion's Rose, also known as Champagne Moment. And then another one that is in my white border, I've never grown before. This is Gio number 1. I did have a really lovely bloom, but I went away from work and I came back a few days and it's all gone. I never got to see it. But hopefully these ones will show me what exactly the bloom looks like. So Gio is not a company that sells in the UK. This is Rose Tranquility, lovely white. I actually prefer this one to Desdemona because the flowers are really very different. This is very very David Austin style, whereas this one is a cup shape and a little bit looser. Both very good. So, and then there's peonies in there. In my white border. Okay, this is the last rose in my white border. It's not quite white, more of an ivory white cream with hints of apricot. Lovely strong rose. This is Madame Anisette. Very tall, strong growing rose and super fragrant. One of the perfumer roses from Kordes. I do love the perfumer collection, and this one has a strong musky myrrh fragrance. So this is Madame Anisette. This is my hot border. Not a lot of roses blooming right now. There's some pretty clematis up there. And the rose that's looking great right now in this border is Hot Chocolate. That velvety burnt red. And some really, really lovely new growth coming there. This one is about to pop open soon. This is a new rose for me, delightful perfumer. But we are going to go round and look at some of these roses here. This one here is Mum and a Million on her second flush, but look at the growth, and only in a pot. Moving on to the lovely Eustacia Vi. Gorgeous rose, very healthy, prolific, medium fragrance. Let me just smell it. Yes, there's a slight medium fragrance in there, early morning. And this is Princess Anne. Oh, we have a little friend. And Princess Anne is on her second flush. Really, she's like a flower powerhouse. This one here is a discontinued variety, not in bloom. Lovely flower though, and good fragrance. This is Benjamin Britten. And another discontinued one here. This is just a cutting. This is a cutting of Annick Rose. My gosh, look at that. And lots of new buds to come. It's reaching all the way over there. And here is the lovely Gabriel Oak, and I believe one of David Austin's bestsellers. And you can see why. The colour is so striking and strong. Really lovely rose. And let me just smell that again. Yes, very good fragrance. Fruity. Look at that blue. So that is the first roll of potted roses, and let me swing you round. In this is my peachy, like lemon orange sundae kind of bed. This is sweet honey. The flowers are quite long lasting. This rose can get very big. And oh, my pears, Asian pears. These roses are just taking a rest. This is Princess Charlene of Monaco. And then there is this one here. This is Distant Drums. Really lovely. They put on such a good show in the last couple of weeks. They're just having a little break. They've used up so much energy. And here is the lovely one, Bring Me Sunshine. When I was at David Austin last year in the summer, we saw so many of these ones dotted everywhere. And I can see why. It's just so healthy and easy to grow. So that one was Bring Me Sunshine. I shall get to the other side later, but first I need to show you this monster of a rose here. This one is nearly 4 feet, I think, maybe even more. This one, can you believe, it's only the second year in my garden. I had to hold this cane up because we had quite windy weather in the last couple of days. And I was afraid it might break off because it's so tall. This one is called Porcelain Parfumer, one of the Parfumer range roses. And it is so strong. It's actually taken me by surprise how big it is. And let me just smell it for you. It's a mild scent at the moment, but wow. Just wow. So this is Porcelain Parfumer. I think one of the newest introductions in the Parfumer range by Kordes. The foliage is absolutely so glossy and strong, flawless foliage. And the amount of buds on this is just absolutely crazy to see how big this rose is. Now I hardly fed this rose because I was afraid it'd get too big, but I think I might have to put it in the ground in autumn. So let's come and look at over here. Now this poppy is self-seeded. So we always have a plan of what we want, but never really, nature always has the last say. Some companion planting here. This is Astromeria Indian Summer. I think it brings out all the colours of this bed. This one here is Lady Emma Hamilton. Look at that bloom. Wow. Really strong fragrance. And I think I've got a new cane here. Wow. Just covered in flies. I have to, aphids, I have to sort that out. So this is Lady Emma Hamilton, discontinued David Austin. Gorgeous. And alongside her, because I wanted to make a comparison, this is Lady of Shallott. Lady of Shallott with Lady Emma Hamilton. I'll stand back for you. So Lady Emma Hamilton is quite a lot shorter than Lady of Shallott, which is quite a vigorous rose. That's quite a beauty. Lady of Shallott. Okay, and moving on to another Kordes rose. This is Sunny Sky. Lots of blooms to come on Sunny Sky. And Lady Marmalade, a very prickly one. A nice soft coral. And not yet in bloom. This one takes forever, I think. This is Meteor Rose. And at the back here, we've got some lovely peonies. And the back here we have a climber called Golden Gate. And this one here is Marie Curie. And this one is, I love the shade. It has this lemon with the hint of pink in it. Really lovely. This one is Belle du Jour. Another name is Chateau de Chevenay. Very healthy rose. Rose of the year. In the past, I've forgotten which year. So, okay, let's have a look from the other side now.